We are pleased right now to bring in Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett, who is also on the House Oversight Committee. He joins us to discuss this development in the investigation. Sir, welcome in. Good to see you.
Great seeing you, ma'am. Thank you for having me on.
Okay, so first off, a lot of people are hearing this and saying Vice President Biden at the time was using aliases and emails, sometimes only copying his son. Why would one do that, and why would NARA then redact it?
Of course, you do it to hide your identity, and you're doing something illegal, and that's exactly what he was doing. You've got over $20 million in transactions from foreign countries, China, Burisma, all these other crooked agencies and groups, and some of those people are, in fact, on the run now. So it really it tightens the noose, and that's why you're seeing Democrats, at least privately, pulling off of President Biden, knowing that they're probably going to be running the governor of California in 2024.
Let's talk a little bit about the records. Comer told us last night they're being blocked in some way for the financial transactions. Here's what he told our Rob Schmidt, and we'll get your reaction after.
The one thing they keep saying is, well, you can't prove Joe did anything wrong, which I would argue that's not true. But at the end of the day, there are bank accounts that we believe paid for many of Joe Biden's everyday living expenses. And those are the accounts that they're blocking us from.
I mean, that's the power that, stonewalling. But is it Joe Biden, or is it Robert L. Peters? Is it Robert Peters, Robin Ware, J.R.B. Ware? There's a lot of aliases here.
Yes, ma'am, there are. And Chairman Comer is leaving no stone unturned. He's done an excellent job at uncovering this stuff. And the thing is, he's got so much more just waiting. At some point, you got to ask yourself, though, when is the crooked Justice Department going to, in fact, bring justice into the equation? You and I do $600 worth of sales on eBay, and we get a letter from the IRS. Man, there's no proof that he's even paid any taxes on this. That's how they got Capone. He murdered people, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I mean, clobbered some guy with a baseball bat. Never got in trouble for that. But what he got in trouble for was tax evasion. And when you have 21 different LLCs and bank accounts in phony corporations that paid the exact amount that was paid into them back to the Biden crime family, it's a pretty clear track record of what went down. And I think the American public knows it. And that's why you're seeing this. And again, until the Justice Department does anything, we can impeach him, we can do whatever we want. But until they file those charges or actually do a real investigation, instead of at the behest of Biden, nothing happens.
Pressure is definitely being turned up today with this letter to NARA. We'll be watching it very closely. Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.